Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. On today's video, I'm going to be using my El Charro Brazilian style rotisserie to cook up some delicious pork and sausage. Stay tuned. You can see, look at this bark. It's crazy. Oh man, this is perfect. It helps to start with a nice sharp knife, okay? Oh my goodness. Look at that. All right, let's get started on this cook. Pretty exciting. This is the first time that I'm going to be using my El Charro rotisserie. It's a Brazilian style rotisserie. So what I've got here is a pork shoulder. Okay, and I'm just going to take the fat cap off and I'm going to be cutting this into cubes. So I'm going to be deboning this. If you want to see a video on how to debone a pork shoulder, I'm going to leave that up top so you guys can see that. I did that on one of my videos here recently. But I want to talk to you about that El Charro rotisserie. Now, I got the idea from Craig at Behind the Garage Barbecue. He's had his for a few months now, and I've been eyeing it, okay? And I got some ideas on what I can do with that unit. And I've got a grill that'll fit on, which is my flat top charcoal grill from Yoder Smokers. And so I reached out to Craig and said, hey, how do you like that unit? And he liked it, so I've got me a couple of them. So I'm going to leave a link up to Craig's channel up top so you guys can check out his channel, Behind the Garage Barbecue. Again, he's the one that inspired me to get this El Charro Brazilian style rotisserie. So I'm going to trim this up, cut it into small cubes, and I will bring you guys right back. Stay tuned. All right, I've got my pork shoulder all cut up into small cubes, and they're different sizes. Okay, I've got some really nice big hunks like this, and then I've got some smaller ones like this one here. So I'm just going to put them in a Ziploc bag. This is a gallon size because I am going to be marinating these for about an hour. It's going to be a quick marinade. And I absolutely love these marinades. You can get these marinades at allthingsbarbecue.com. I will leave a link in the description box so you can check them out. So today I am going to be using the Smoke on Wheels. This is their pork marinade and injection. And this stuff has pork written all over it. Okay, so I shook the bottle really well. I'm going to dump about half the bottle in this bag here, just like that. Take all the air out of it that you possibly can. Just like that. Mix it up. I'm going to put this in my fridge for about an hour. At that point, I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right, so we're outside of my Yoder Flattop, and the pork is almost ready. So I've got one basket of Kingsford Blue charcoal here in a basket. And I've got my basket, my charcoal basket on my flat top all the way at the bottom. So I'm just gonna dump the basket of charcoal. Just like that. All right, so I'm just gonna get my shovel and move this charcoal around here. Now there are some vents on the charcoal basket. There's the charcoal basket, then you have a screen mesh. And I can go about 3.5 holes in, and that's gonna cover the majority of my Brazilian style rotisserie there, my El Charro, okay? So I can go about 3.5 holes in. And I wanna maintain the fire right in the area where the skewers are gonna go. You'll see that here once we put them on. So got my charcoal spread out. Now to that, I am gonna add some of this Fogo Super Premium lump. These are really big pieces. So just gonna throw about 10 pieces on there. Now these big pieces are really gonna maintain your heat, okay? So just throw them in there. Now I will not be putting my skewers on until this is completely ashed over, because you don't want your food to cook extremely fast. It's already going to be hot, okay, but you don't want it to cook too fast. So then once it's ashed over, I've got one grate on my flat top, okay, and I've got the El Charro sitting on top of the grate. I'm just going to slide this over at this point like that and roll it all the way back to where it hits the lid. Now my heat's going to be concentrated in this area right here so that I can put the skewers on and we can get to cooking. So I'm just gonna slide this over for now. Let's go get our skewers ready. Stay tuned. All right, the pork has been in the marinade for an hour and a half, so it went a little bit over. So when you get your El Charro, you get 6 long skewers like this. Okay, now, the way I have it set up, I've got to stay about 1 inch or 2 away from this stop right here. Okay, so I'm going to start putting my pork right around here and not go the entire length either. So about there as well. So let's start skewering this pork here. Pretty easy to put on there. Now you want the pork to cook in the middle too, so you want to leave a little bit of distance, not necessarily touching. Okay. I gotta tell you, that marinade really worked its way into the pork. All right, do a couple more here. Oh, there's that money muscle. This one's gonna be pretty good. So one thing I found, if you put the point towards your chopping board and kind of use a little bit of that force to drive it to your chopping board, that way it doesn't, you don't get poked with it. Actually, this one I'm gonna skewer it this way, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of these done, and I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right, I've got the pork on these skewers. Now, as far as the seasoning, I am gonna use the Victory Lane Garlic Jalapeno Seasonal on 2 of these, just a light coating, just like that. Get both of them. And the second rub I'm using is the Smokin Chicken from Victory Lane Barbecue as well. Now this doesn't have to necessarily go on chicken, it's good on pork and beef as well. Okay, so add a good amount. Okay, these other 2 skewers are gonna get a good dosage of this Cattleman's Grill. This is their tri-tip seasoning. I love this stuff. I know it's gonna be good on this pork as well. So add a good amount. Now this rub is a little bit coarser. Some of this will fall off during the cooking process. All right, I'm gonna move these out of the way real quick. All right, so on one of the skewers, I've also got some sausage here. This is some smoked jalapeno. This is a pork and beef sausage. I picked this up at Sam's. So I'm just gonna cut these in half. Just on one skewer, I'll see how many I can get. I think I can get maybe 5 of them. So these, I am gonna put these sideways. Just like that. Okay, all right, so there's our sausage. And I also have some vegetables that I'm gonna put on our last skewer. This is our 6th skewer, okay? We've got some onion, gonna go in the side here. Then I got some jalapenos that my neighbor grew in her garden. So I'm gonna put these in here as well. A couple of serrano peppers. Okay, and I've got some tomatoes. These are Roma tomatoes as well. I'm trying to think of how it's gonna be more sturdy. I think like this. I'm gonna finish getting these vegetables on, and I'll see you guys outside. Stay tuned. All right, so my charcoal is just about ashed over. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide the grate over. Just like that. Now the El Charro unit does have a motor in the back of it that you plug into your wall outlet. So just leave it all the way to the back, just like that, as far back as it'll go. Okay, and I've already got it on. So I'm gonna put the pork on the bottom. Just stab one of the adapters in the back and let it turn by itself just like that. I'm gonna put our pork on the bottom here. Okay, just like that. Grab our 3rd one, put it in there. And one more. I'm gonna set this one right here, right in the middle. Just like that. Put our vegetables on. And our sausage. There we go. So just let it run there. I might have to scoop this pork in just a little bit further to the back. We'll let that roll for a little bit. Now the El Charro does come with a speed controller, and I do have it at the lowest setting. Okay, I don't want it spinning too fast, so you can adjust the settings to make the skewers spin faster or slower depending on what you're cooking. So I'm gonna monitor this. If these get too hot, I can move them up here to the top and move these ones that are up here, move them to the bottom. So I'm gonna let this go for about, let's call it 15 minutes, and I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right, so we're 15 minutes into this cook, and it looks like these are cooking a little bit hotter. So one of the beautiful things about this is that you can just lift these, pull them out of the way, and start shifting your skewers around. So we'll put that one there, this one on this side, just like that, and this one, look at that. Ooh, man. This one, I'm gonna swap it with this one right here. Okay, just like that. Put this bad boy up here. All right. So I'm gonna give this about 20 minutes, and I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right, so we are 40 minutes into this cook, and everything is going along nicely. The only thing that happened was the tomatoes fell off, so I've got them on the grate, just roasting right there on the side there. So the onions and the jalapenos are doing good. The only thing that I'm gonna do is rotate this skewer right here with this one down here. Okay. Look at this. All juicy and stuff. And it smells absolutely amazing out here, guys. So just gonna let that roll. I'll bring you guys back when I'm about to take them off. Stay tuned. All right, so it's been an hour and 5 minutes since we first started this cook, and the pork is probing at 160. So some of it is a little bit hotter than that. 170, I believe, is what this skewer was, and I'm okay with that. So the only thing I did is I put all the meat that was a little bit higher on the temperature up on the top, because that's ready. I've got one on the bottom that was still probing to about 145 or so. Now that's technically, you can eat that if you wanted to, but I want it more of a carnitas consistency, okay? So what I did is I moved my sausage to the bottom and also my vegetables to the bottom, and letting this skewer continue to cook probably for another 5 minutes or so. So about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything off. I'm gonna put this in trays, cover it, let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll see what we got. Stay tuned. All right, guys, the food is ready, and I gotta tell you, this looks absolutely delicious. You know, the smell is unlike smoking, okay? Smoking, obviously you smell a lot of that smoke, but this, the fat hitting the coals and coming back and hitting the meat, man, there's something special about that. So I'm just gonna move a couple of these skewers out of the way, just to give me some room here. So look at these pieces right here that were rubbed with that Victory Lane smoking chicken and garlic jalapeno. These have an amazing color, okay? This is the one with the California tri-tip from Cattleman's Grill. Again, really nice color, and I gotta tell you, the smell in here is absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm gonna move the sausages out of the way. So I'm just gonna stand this skewer up and just take some pieces off. Just try to take some of these little pieces off. And I'm gonna make myself a taco with this. I know in Brazil they do this. Now this isn't traditional Brazil or anything, okay? This is just Brazilian style. So I got enough to make me a taco right there. And with this one as well, just gonna glide my knife on the top and take some of these pieces off. Man, look at the juice in this. Man, I gotta tell you, if you're into entertaining, this is something that you definitely want to do for your guest. So here's our onion, nice and soft. Just cut this, kind of give it a rough chop. Just like that. Tomatoes as well. Just a rough chop like that. And these, well, they got a handle on them, so we can just pick them up. All right, so I've got myself some tortillas here. Just gonna add some of this pork right here, this delicious pork. Look at that. Grab another one. Add some of this pork right here. Okay, gonna add some tomato in there, some of this fire roasted tomato. Look at that. Yum-o. Okay, just like that. Add some of this onion to it. Is your mouth watering yet or what? I got a lime right here. Gonna squeeze some lime onto these tacos. Just like that. Oh yeah. Let's give it a taste. Stay tuned. All right, let's give these tacos a try. And I haven't tasted them, so I haven't even cheated, okay? Normally sneak a bite behind the scenes, but this time I did not. So I'm gonna add a little bit more lime here. And a slight pinch of salt. Just like that. This is the Victory Lane pork. Here we go, cheers. Holy cow. Mmm. Whew. That is really, really good. That's probably one of the best things I've ever eaten. I know I say that on every video, but this is delicious. Okay, gonna try the Cattleman's Grill. Their California tri-tip. Ooh, that pepper's hot. There we go, cheers. Wow. This is amazing. This is a treat and a half. You know, wash it down with a cold beer. Oh. Holy smoke. I never imagined that the flavor would be like an explosion of flavors here. I'm gonna try a little bit of the sausage as well. That's tasty too. All I gotta say is if you have a Yoder Flattop, get yourself one of these El Charro units. You have got to try this. Use these exact rubs. Use whatever rubs you want, but I gotta tell you, these rubs right here are really special. So there's other grills that this unit will fit. I'm gonna leave a link to where you can get yourself one of these El Charro units. I gotta tell you, I am really happy. I've got 2 of these units, so if I'm having a party, I'm definitely gonna be doing this again for my guest. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe at Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. See ya.